We've got another chance to show everyone what you can really do.
Knock knock, you up for some visitors, sir?
Hey.
Oh, hi there.
Kyoko, Suzuka, it's been far too long, and I don't believe I've had the pleasure of meeting the rest of you.
What are you doing here, Uncle Amami?
Wait, that's weird. This guy's your uncle?
Family friend. He's the director of the bureau.
Amami's the name, pleased to meet you.
Hi, it's nice to meet you, sir. What brings the director of the Magical Investigation Bureau all the way out here?
Actually, this little visit of theirs isn't surprising at all. These two used to serve together in the MIB, and the old guy also hangs out with the principal sometimes.
I find it very inspiring that you went out of your way to visit a former colleague. Thank you for taking the time out from your busy schedule.
Hey, come on. I should be the one saying all that crap to him. Not that I would.
Whatever. This old fogey wouldn't come all the way out here for any ordinary bureau drone. In fact, this confirms all my suspicions. He easily destroyed the seal on my magic. He knows cryptic old spells that aren't part of the Imperial style. A prep school teacher who fought Doman Ashia to a standstill, and one who can enlist independent exorcists to help him in such a pitched battle. There's only one person in the Bureau other than the divine fan Amami who has power like his. They tried to hide his title from us, but it's obvious that he's a divine general. Codename Shadow. Ta-da! Gotcha.
What? I'm sorry, you lost.
Oh, the little lady is pretty good.
Hey, be quiet.
It's far too late to try hiding it from them now. And by the way, the name Shadow is pretty pretentious, right? Stagehand is more like it.
Are you joking? Divine Fan is way more pretentious than Shadow.
Okay, are you being for real? You used to be a divine general?
You know, if that's the case, it does explain how he held his own for so long in the battle. But why would you want to leave the Magical Investigation Bureau just to become a prep school teacher?
If I was a betting man, I'd say the reason is you, Natsume. Mr. Otomo accepted a position at Onmyo Prep about a year ago, around the same time you enrolled in the school. The principal probably read the star charts. She must have seen the trouble you would bring to the school, then she went to Director Amami to recruit Mr. Otomo as a form of insurance. It all fits quite nicely, I'd say.
Good work, young man. If you always rely on others for your answers, then you'll never be able to think critically.
So then, you're saying Toji was right?
You should think about what I've said too, boy. In fact, I have a bit of helpful advice for you. Every adult is cagier than they seem, devious down to their very bones. Never take what they say at face value, son. Then you may learn to stand on your own 2 feet. Otomo, share with them what we talked about earlier. You might not be able to contact me for a while, but that's all part of the plan.
Well, take care of yourself.
But of course.
So, come in. Take a seat. There are a few things I should probably fill you guys in on.
So wait, the Twin Horn Syndicate will be gone once and for all.
Well, that's Director Amami's plan, at the very least. Even so, there's still a reason to be cautious. The Onmyo Agency will be providing a guard for you, but we should all remain vigilant. We don't know how Domon is planning to make his move either.
Whoa, Domon, you mean he could still be alive?
Oh no, he's dead. Domon Ashia is definitely dead. But we don't know yet if he's been completely destroyed. Hey, you should all be fine for a while. Just make sure you don't let your guard down.
That's very reassuring.
Takiko Soma, huh? I've never heard of her before.
She told us that she was a student. She has red hair.
A redhead, you say? I might have had some students with the last name Soma, but I would remember the red hair for sure. Doesn't sound like one of mine.
Thanks anyway. There is another name.
Feel free to ask. I can't promise I'll know who they are.
I have a feeling this one will be familiar. Ryo Saotome.
I should be taking it easy, not stressing out.
So you know who this Ryo Saotome guy is, don't you?
Yeah, we were in the same class at school.
Oh, so it was worth coming all the way out here to visit you. Saotome was a pioneer in the field of Yako research. Did you know anything about that?
You're talking about the Raven Code, aren't you? There's one tiny detail you guys got wrong. It's Suzu. It's written as Ryo Saotome, but read as Suzu Saotome.
So then it's really... Suzu?
I know you kids probably won't listen, but be careful. Saotome is trouble, not the easiest to deal with, so watch out.
As it stands, no one's seen Suzu in a while. We don't have anything on Takiko either. Kyoko, have you heard anything from your grandmother?
Sorry, I haven't had the chance to ask her. Poor grandmother has been incredibly busy ever since the attack.
Harutora, what's on your mind? You've been sitting there for a while, all spaced out.
What? Oh. Yeah, it's nothing, man. I doubt it's anything more than a red herring, but I was just thinking about that upperclassman named Suzu we met.
Suzu? You mean the weird girl from yesterday?
Count your blessings. It's time for the big boys to play, kids. For the time being, you lucky brats get to be guarded by me.
Prepare yourselves. The Onmyo Agency and the Exorcism Department are taking down the Twin Horn Syndicate immediately.
Count your blessings. It's time for the big boys to play, kids. For the time being, you lucky brats get to be guarded by me.
What the hell? Why you?
Harutora? This isn't the time.
Hey, Shaver, watch them.
Sure.
Hey, Kosuke. Thanks for earlier, man.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
Is Kosuke here right now?
Yeah. I just saw him at his desk.
Republic Security Division, MCIB. Everyone stop your work, leave your desks, and line up along the walls. I repeat, stop working and line up along the walls now!
They're here! Delete and destroy anything and everything that might be seen as evidence. Escape, then gather at the appointed place.
My mommy told me to tell you thank you for saving me, sir.
You're welcome. I'm glad you're okay.
I truthfully don't know how we can ever repay you.
Please, I'm just doing my job.
Bye-bye!
It's going well. At each branch, members who came up in the internal investigation are being checked one after another.
Well, we have been working on this for a year. If it doesn't go well, we've got bigger problems than devotees. And what of Makihara?
No word yet, sir.
Nothing will really start until this guy makes his move.
A significant number of people have already been arrested.
There aren't many officers in Shinjuku yet. Just come here.
All right. Thanks, Makihara.
The investigation is pretty ambitious. Mr. Otomo said they were after some big fish this time.
What's the deal with our freaky new stalker?
They called him Shaver, didn't they?
That dude is hella creepy.
I texted Suzuka earlier to see what she knew about him. She's a divine general, so I thought she might have an idea. Hey, speak of the devil.
Tell Stupitora I hear Shaver is a dangerous familiar that Kagami's been forbidden to use by the Onmyo Agency.
No matter what he looks like, do not let your guard down.
You good?
What on earth is wrong with you now?
Sorry, I gotta go get new chopsticks.
Boring, 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 boring.
Hey. I wanted to talk to you. Get your ass over here.
What do you want?
Is that how you show respect to an elder who's guarding you and your little group of friends? Calm down, Tiger. I just want to know what happened with Otomo. Kogure's said to be the one who drove D back, but I know that guy barely made it in time. Which means there was someone keeping D busy until Kogure got there. I'm naturally very curious as to how that scene played out. First, confirm something. Is Otomo still alive? Answer me.
Well, yeah, of course. That guy's alive and kicking.
You call that alive and kicking? You don't expect much for the guy who saved your life, do you, Harutora?
If you already knew, then why ask?
So he looks rough. I knew he couldn't be doing so hot after a fight like that.
I hate this tool.
Will you tell me about it? You know, the details of the magic battle between Otomo and D. You were actually there, but imagine how I feel. Wouldn't you want to know what happened too? So talk to me, kid. Don't be so arrogant. Talk to me. Wait, he chanted these bamboo leaves, right? And then he pulled out something that was wrapped in bamboo leaves. Interesting. Salt! It was salt that he sprinkled. The curse of the calming eight-hold woven cage.
You've heard of it before?
Yes, but I only really know the name. It's based on a spell from the Kojiki, but the bastard came up with most of it himself. And then, what did Domon do?
He laughed. Said he didn't know how to reverse it, that was all.
What is taking that loser so frickin' long?
His udon must be getting soggy by now.
Thanks for the info, but talking to you about this is pointless. The things you paid attention to weren't off track, but your explanations suck.
Give me a break, man. I wasn't born a seer.
Well, I wasn't aware of that, but I guess it makes sense. You might be spiritually tough, but your handling of spirit power is sloppy as hell. The gears aren't in sync. Basically, your power and your gears don't match up. Something feels off in its composition. Maybe the Tsuchimikado blood is having an adverse effect.
Yeah, or it's just because I'm a failure at life. I don't care though, because I'm gonna become a professional Onmyo mage.
Really? And then what are you gonna do?
I don't know what you mean.
When all's said and done, will you just be an Onmyo office worker, or teach class to a bunch of kids better than you?
So what if I did? What's terrible about that?
The world of Onmyo mages is based on ability. Those who have talent also have a way of rising to the top. But those who already know their failures will go straight to the insignificant pile. Whether you accept it or not, your path is a very different one from your friends.
Whether you accept it or not, you're a real bastard!
I bet you didn't know that